Good evening, everyone. Um, just getting set up here. Hey, Moonraker. How's it going? I just saw your message on YouTube about the Discord link. I will get to it. I know it's probably been like a month since you last asked. Alright, so it looks like we're on the 4th attempt. Let me get you guys over to the screen here. It's like I've forgotten where everything is. I think it's this. That's the one. Okay. Yeah, only 2 days, 12 hours survived, but we're, I think we're sort of halfway established and on our way to HRV.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Alright, wanna grab... Oh no. I think I missed... Yeah, I missed them both. That's okay. I forgot that we were supposed to grab those as soon as we got into the game. It's been way too long since I played. So all that's left on these is the hide. We've got 2 guts. I think I brought back some saplings, right? Yeah, 2 birch. Let's see. It's about to be a good time of day. These are in such great shape. I think I'm going to go ahead and just harvest these so I don't accidentally put them on. And how are we doing on cloth? 3 cloth. It sounds like that wind is ending. Let me just get an idea of what the weather's like. Yeah, -4. So I definitely want to make use of this time. Means we're not going to be climbing anywhere just yet.
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
Oh, right. Yeah, we've got this insane amount of fuel. I'm gonna have to leave some of this here. Let's drop all the fur. And some of the cedar. Okay, I want to keep this going for now. Let's call it like 2 hours. Ah, yes, and we have to remember that we're not pulling torches to take anywhere. Okay. Let's grab these. I think I'll leave everything else here. Drink some water. We can leave some water here too. Ooh, looks like we got fog. 3 of those is enough. Oh man, so many deer. Let's see if we can chase some of these deer over. -7. They're all running kind of the wrong direction. Yeah, okay. Let's just chase this one then. I was hoping that some of them would take off in a different direction. Doesn't look like there's any wolves over there. Where did my deer go? I'm so confused right now. How did I lose him? That wolf is right there. Ready to eat. He must have run this way. There's 3 of them.
Oh, I've never been so hungry in my life.
Yeah, here's the other one. Okay. Oh, there's a couple more. That one just got scared by a wolf, I think. Try to get that guy's attention. One wolf there, another one over there. Oh man. This just doesn't seem to be working. Alright, I guess we'll do the wolf pull tactic instead. There's the doe way up there. Let's see if we can get this steer to run back towards me some. That did not work. Alright, it might be time to give up on this. Just not working. Alright, I'm gonna do a little bit of running just to get out of range of this wolf. We'll go grab the gear over there. He somehow picks up this deer up here. Actually, the deer will have nowhere to run except straight towards the wolf, I imagine. That should be good. Should be really good. Where'd you go? Down to -2. At least we're not getting cold out here. Well, yes. Oh, geez. Hopefully he doesn't change to me. Yeah, he's on the deer. All right, that's not a bad spot. We'll come back here later to get that deer. For now, let's just keep moving. Oh my goodness. Scary. Yes, finally, exactly. It's definitely quite the time investment. How much time did I leave on that fire in the cave? I'm wondering if maybe we just abandon it. We could go ahead and just start a new fire here. Harvest this deer. Yeah, I don't have food for tonight anyway. Yeah, it's getting slightly colder now. So we are going to need a fire. How many matches? Ugh. I didn't realize we hadn't picked up a single match. So that means I'm going to spend one match on this deer, another match to have a fire tonight, later in the night. So another match for the morning. So we'll be down to 4 matches when we head up to climb the rope. Yeah, I'm not too pessimistic about matches, possibly foolishly. Just because I feel like our match income is going to be pretty good. Like, once we get into HRV, we're going to get a couple of packs. There's a guaranteed pack not too far away. Alright, let's get these cattails here and then go start a fire by that deer. Hey, Sirius. Trying not to get detected, but I guess it's not the end of the world if we do. We're about to start a fire anyway. Probably better to just be quick.
I can't feel my feet.
Good weather for this. Let's get the lower torch. Sure.
Come on, little fire.
Hey, Dallin.
Don't rest soon. I'm gonna faint.
Yeah, the thing is, even with a torch, like, do I really want to spend it? Do I really want to spend time on the torch to, like, carry my fire across a distance? It's not clear. Did this get frozen? It did not. Not even close. Alright, let's eat a couple of these. Oh, and I don't have a knife, right? So, not that it really matters. We'll just use the hacksaw. I don't think I brought my... I did bring a can. Alright, let's do just this one can of water. And let's get one piece of meat. Oh, no, I won't lose matches on failed fires. Yeah, that is a huge deal, isn't it? Okay, 18 minutes until boil. Let's get one more. I guess we can do one more batch of this. Those will probably be done around the same time. Throw a few more sticks on here.
Oh, I'm starving.
Forgot to eat. That was foolish. Oh, come on. Okay, let's drop all this scent. Get this out of the way. And get one more off of here. I don't think I have any coffee or anything. Okay. Take a little bit of exhaustion damage here. "25 minutes is too long. We got one tea, that's enough. Yeah, take everything. Hat and all. Alright, I am going to save a match by carrying this back. Technically, we could save a good amount of time by,
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
What was I going to say?
So tired, I could lay down right
Oh, we could save a good amount of fuel by sleeping the first part of the night without the fire. But I think it's going to be better to save the match instead. If I had been really stingy, I could have walked back here, torched the existing fire over to there, and then torched it on the way back too, but... This is about the longest trip, I think, that I would take a fire along with me for. It's gonna burn a good 20 or 30% of this torch. Start your first outer loper run, allowing caves and transitions. Yeah, I mean, one of the great things about this is you can adjust the rules to your liking, and Ugh. This is gonna suck if the wind picks up and knocks his torch out right after I've spent all this time coming over. Yeah, we're gonna lose it, I think. I'm so slow now. I'm holding the torch up against the wall here, where it's probably wind sheltered. See if that actually... Ooh, I just started moving a lot faster, so it must have gotten out of the wind.
I would drink almost anything.
Seems to have worked so far, and I'm going to hold it inside the cave until we get there. It might not have blown out anyway, and this way I'm not getting the temperature boost, but... Alright, let's drop all of this. Yeah, that pretty much ate my whole torch. Not good. Just burn this. Really want to start this before this wolf gets here. In fact, maybe I should have... Yeah, maybe I should have scared the wolf off first. Because now if this fails, we're going to be, like, trying to adjust to the... Whew, okay. He just wandered off.
The sun is setting. It's gonna get a lot colder soon.
Alright, let's go ahead and get this 1 hour of sleep while I don't take more damage. Then we'll figure everything else out from there. So yeah, I could probably sleep in the back of the cave for I don't know, most of the night. So we're really spending a lot of fuel just to avoid spending one match in the morning. Hopefully I don't regret that.
I need to find food.
Alright, might as well take all these clothes off too. I guess that's the other advantage to having a fire. Less wear and tear on the clothing. Oh man. So these are going to need to be repaired. What's the repair amount on this? Oh, I don't have a sewing kit at all. Okay. So which of these is better right now? This one gives 0.7, this one gives 0.7. I think we actually just leave these here for the future. Since I don't have a sewing kit yet, there's no point in lugging them everywhere. Yeah, the very high setting for the fatigue is just brutal. You have to spend so much time sleeping. That's why I try to run as little as possible. Although sometimes it really can't be helped. Hey, well fed. We're gonna be able to carry more stuff now. Didn't even know that we were due for that.
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy.
Alright, that should be enough water. Let's sleep through the rest of the night. I'm curious. What would it be like back here? -13. Certainly with the clothing and the bedroll, we'd probably be close to that. But yeah, it looks like we would have eventually needed the fire tonight anyway. Okay, it's gonna be very early and very cold, but I think we just go straight for Milton now. Let's go and put everything on, do a temperature check. Ugh, -18. It's rough. Possibly colder out in the wind. All right, let's do it. I think I'm gonna take one of these along. We don't need all this water. Leave some of that here. Hey, DC. Ugh. Wind. -25. Not great. I think we'd better go to the... We better go to the climbing area and grab those matches before anything else. Otherwise, it just seems like we're gonna run out. There can be wolves over here, right? I've already done back there. I think there can be wolves just over this hill. So we've got deer and bunnies, fortunately. Okay, good. That wolf ran way off with that bunny. So we can go ahead and get all this stuff before we move on. -13 in wind shelter. Here we go. Finally getting some fuel. Hello? Alright, I think I'll leave all that stuff for later. That deer's gonna die. No, looks like he got away. That's good, because I really wouldn't want to have to make that choice right now. -16. I guess we'll get some sleep in the cave. Just worried that this weather will change. Well, even more fuel here. Might have to leave some of this behind. Let's see how it looks. Oh, we have the well-fed buff now, so we'll probably be good for a while. Ooh, -4. Well, we can at least wait the wind out. Maybe it'll get a little bit warmer over time. Yeah, because it's still before noon. Oh, nice. Yeah. Oh, turkey. Hey there. 2 degrees back here. Let's get fully warmed up. Or should I should probably just get another hour of sleep. The wind did just stop though. I'm torn because I want to have high energy for this climb. We'll just sleep for 1 more hour. If the wind picks up, we can still sleep for another hour, I think. Or do some other chores. Alright, looks good. Yeah, it's gotten a lot warmer. Nice. Okay, let's see what the weather's like out here. Exactly 0. Could be a lot worse. Alright. Man, if we can get some improved clothing in HRV as well, this is going to be really nice. Yeah, these 2 jackets are doing so much work. Kind of tempting to sleep for an hour right here on the ledge. Hey Austin, Humble Tracker. What kind of challenge is this? Yeah, DC, it's like warm out. Oh no. I just heard a guy up there, but I'm not carrying anything. Yeah, what's the worst that could happen? Right? I think we can skip the farmhouse. We'll come do that on the way back. Right? There's no like pressing need. Okay, the wolf is a little bit over there. Crouch. Okay, we made it. Without alerting him. I think we can just... Whoops. No, we have to get up here first. I was gonna say we can just run if he detects us, but... Oh, that was way too far. Nope. He did hear it. Convenient. Gotta pick up more stones. Alright. There's a couple of stones right there. Just for next time. Had 5 blizzards before leaving FM. What? It's ridiculous. That's almost as many as I had. No, I'm just kidding. I did have, what, 2 or 3? I remember I got one immediately after the starting blizzard and I was so annoyed. Alright, let's see if we can lose this guy. What? Oh, you're still back there. Crazy that so far my winning strategy seems to be to just not have a fire. I won't have to spend matches if I don't start any fires. I won't need torches either. Ugh, came all the way up here for just those 2 mushrooms. I wonder if we'll end up spending the night in this cave up here. Ooh, ptarmigans. Could be something to do in the cave. Just in case one of them didn't get the memo, I figured I'd look around and see if there was a extra volunteer.
Drop any of this gear.
Alright, I don't think there's much point. Well, I better get all these sticks here. Somebody's here. Yep, Wolfie. This headphone's coming in handy. Alright, it's -5. Let's go and get to this cave before it gets too cold. I'd hate to lose health or have to start a fire before we got there, because I was too greedy. Alright, let's see if I can remember how to do this. This one's not too tricky. Looks like I missed a rose sip up there, maybe. Okay, so we go over here and we look, and there's supposed to be a few different ledges, right? Am I looking in the wrong place, maybe? Let's go over here and look. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we want to go like above. I think we might want to be down there, but I'm going to try it up here. If it looks wrong, we'll drop down one. This looks right. Does it look right? No, that's not right. Okay, so we did need to be down one. Alright, let's just drop down here. I think we wanted to be right here. Hopefully I'm not wrong about that. Yeah, this looks better. Now we get here, and we can either... Isn't there supposed to be a place you can crawl down here? And we'll just do the sprint across. Seems safer. Now, I do need to be aware that I'm carrying a ptarmigan around here. I do not want to start a fire yet. So if this wolf is in town... Doesn't look like he is. Crazy how long I've gone without a fire. We left... Left the cave in the basin before noon today. Well before noon. Pretty early in the morning, actually. So we basically went the whole day without a single match. Okay, so after this, we're going to try to go straight into HRV and see if we can harvest those snow shelters before they decay. Get the extra cloth. Then we can come back and loot the rest of Milton later. So I'm probably not even going to loot the town. I think we'll just pass through the town. Here's our guaranteed matches. I'm going to drop this ptarmigan here. Okay, let's drop all 82 of these sticks here. We have so much fuel. Let's warm up a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break. I think when I come back, we'll go out and try to get a couple of rabbits. That way we can do the rabbits and the ptarmigan in the morning. I'm just gonna spend the night here. We'll start a fire when it gets cold. That way we'll have our hot teas for traveling in the morning. All right, see you guys in a few. Alright, I'm back. So you know what I realized, just as I was coming back to my computer here? I've got an 80% torch. That's got to make it through the HRV cave in both directions. I didn't really think about that. Oh, I guess we can go get oil. Ooh, weather's turning. Yeah, let's go quickly see if we can get these rabbits before this turns nasty. Nastier than it already is. At least it's not that bad right now, but as soon as this blizzards, which is looking likely. Huh, I don't see any rabbits. I can craft torches and use them, yes. So that's why I was thinking if I got oil, or maybe I already have some oil. The problem is every torch I craft uses cloth, and cloth is really valuable for other stuff, like the insulation and repairing other clothes and stuff like that. So... I mean, I'd like to avoid spending it. Ooh, let's go get... Looks like there's a mushroom over there. Do I have time? It's getting colder. I think I got every rose hip. If I just get this mushroom and then we head back to the cave, that should be everything of major importance here. Probably never coming back here, so I want to make sure I grab every tea. Okay. Yeah, I thought rabbits always spawned up there. It's strange not seeing them.
I can't feel my
I don't know that deer ever spawn up here. Maybe I remember seeing one occasionally. Although...
Feels like night is coming.
Well, that's unfortunate. So now I'm not going to be able to harvest the feathers off of this until we get a fire going. I guess it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, it shouldn't really matter. Okay, let's get the meat off of here. Should be nice and fast. We'll just sleep until it gets cold. We're gonna need to get a fire anyway. I guess if it doesn't blizzard right away, we could go out one more time. Gonna warm up pretty quick at plus 10 here. Oh, is that a blizzard? Nope. Just a bit of wind. Alright, I guess let's try this again then. I wonder if rabbits can spawn anywhere else down here. Like down in the middle, maybe? We would have seen them on the way in. I don't see any over there. There shouldn't be any over here. There might be some sticks over here, but... DC misery settings don't really work that way, so there's a lot of misery stuff that's just the same as interloper settings, so it's not actually worse. That it's not even as bad as some of what the custom stuff can be. Could have sworn I heard something just now. Don't want to stumble into a wolf right now. Alright, let's just go home and sleep. What is that? Well, I can hear the wolves howling from way over there. If there were any down here, I would have heard them howling from up close. Yeah, see, that's what I thought, was that there's always some up towards the rope. Like, there's always a couple rabbits that spawn in there. I guess it could be preparing to Aurora tonight, so maybe... But that wouldn't normally prevent the spawn like this. Get a couple hours of sleep. If we do get a blizzard, maybe we can go out afterwards. Oh, it's like, not a blizzard, but also not nice out. Ooh, it is an aurora. Okay, so maybe after the aurora ends, since that's something that normally despawns rabbits, maybe they'll spawn in after that. Or maybe it's true that they weren't there because the night was like preparing to Aurora, although I've never really seen it work that way. I guess it could be. Oof, we are not doing great on food. Kind of wish I had brought more of that deer meat with me now. Although I wouldn't have been able to get it here, really. Okay, so it's just about too cold to do anything now. Can't really get another hour of sleep anyway. I guess since I have such an abundance of fuel, there's not really a reason to not start the fire right now. We try to do it with this one? Oh, we do have plenty of lamp oil for making new torches. I think I'll use this one for traveling. We'll just use it for the first bit of the travel and then throw it down and light it with the other one. Yeah, it's too likely if I use that it just fails and goes out before I can use it. Okay, so that's good. So I can actually craft a torch right now so that we'll have an extra one.
Come on, little fire.
For our trip into HRV and out. That's good. How much does that cost? Starting a fire looks like it costs about 5%. Definitely taking all of these out of here with me, so I'm gonna leave some of them here for right now. Let's get these cooked. Get this started thawing. Probably have some teas to work on for a little bit too. Okay, so like 30 minutes, we can do a couple of teas. Aurora's over. Not even gonna throw clothes on. Let's just go take... Or no, Aurora's not over. Never mind. Why did I think it was over? Must have been looking... Yeah, like right there. Oh, we have a lot of teas. It's a good place to be. Cooking 2. Aurora audio bug, yeah, that's true. What's the point of taking clothes off at the fire? So clothes decay a lot more when you're outdoors, like 10 times as fast, or no. Wait, how much faster is it? Yeah, I think it's like at 10 times the rate when you're outdoors. So, by taking them off when I'm next to the fire, I just preserve some condition on them. Alright, let's get an hour of sleep while we're waiting for this to... Now, realistically, I don't need any more water than I can carry out of here, because we're never coming back here. That should definitely be the Aurora over. Take one of these just in case, but I'm not planning to use it. How is it only negative 25 even without any clothes on? That's... I guess it's just that early in the game. We're still on day like 5 or something, so... The world just isn't that cold yet. Yeah, what is going on? Just... the rabbits are just not spawning in. I guess since we're never coming back, we should at least try to get some acorns here. Really pushing it with this temperature. Nothing up here anyway. Okay, get back in. That's a real shame. I could really use another 900 calories from a couple of rabbits.
I need to find some place to escape this cold.
And I think we're done with water now. Don't need to make any more water, don't need to make any more teas, so we can pick these up. Shouldn't need to cook anything at all, come to think of it. That's not quite safe to eat. Might as well clean this out of the inventory. So we got 8 cattails and a dog food. It's not great. Let me just see how we're doing with carry weight once we pick up all this. Oh my gosh, so many sticks. And they're ridiculous.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Alright, let's get the last one of these, and then I think I'm gonna make a torch. We'll see about, see about sleeping if the weather's bad, otherwise we'll just leave. Just barely over 35. Negative 18 in wind shelter. Yeah, it's too cold. Let's wait it out a little bit. It's not like we have a shortage of fuel. Oh, wait a minute. That was without any clothing on. What did I say? Negative 18? So it's gonna be like yeah, it should be fine. Let's just go. Just double check. Negative 9. Yeah, that's fine. We've traveled in worse. Couple more cattails. Never mind. All right, now we go. 28 calories on that one. Okay, just so I know. Ugh. -16 in the wind. Alright, I'm gonna go out this way just to make sure that we got every last tea from this little through area. Looks like we did. Now, let's see, I already got the teas up top. I think we go along the river for cattails. Even though it's really nice out, I'm going to try to time it. So I drink another partial tea, like just to get mostly warmed up just before my teas get cold, so we can maximize the time before needing to worry about warmth. Let's drink, let's just finish this one. That should fill me up. Give me a nice long duration on the warming up buff. And I'm gonna have to leave a bunch of these sticks somewhere in a cave up here. We can't afford to be carrying all this fuel around all the time. It's too heavy. Leave some cattail heads behind too, like most of these. About to pick up some more. Man, imagine how much easier this would be with a thermos. Wonder if it's worth going to the plane crash and hoping that the thermos there isn't bugged. Guess we could manage without it while we go to HRV and try to get it on the way back. Cougar hasn't spawned in yet. I wonder if there's any T's over in that neck of the woods. Annoying that the stem is hidden at the moment under the snow. Oh, so you can use the campfire trick to get the flask too, if it's so wait a minute. So the flask can spawn in a bunch of different places, right? So does the campfire trick work no matter where the flask is, or does it only disappear if it's in certain spawns, or what's the deal? Austin, I do not have a hammer yet, but I'm going to get one in HRV. But you actually do not need a hammer to smash that crate. You can do it with your hands. Just takes a bit longer.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
So the flask is underground, or is hidden if it's spawned up by the stem. Okay. And then in the other places it spawns normally, I guess? Other side of tree trunk, yeah. The problem is I don't know exactly where the stem is, so I'd have to like watch a video on how to do that trick. It sounds like if we went there though, there's a good chance we could get the flask now, even without the trick. I mean, the flask is huge for traveling in situations like this, right? The flask is actually really, really, really important for this challenge. Because I could walk around like this for another hour, and then all of a sudden it gets cold, and I'm not quite going to make it to the cave, but surprise, I got a warm tea up my sleeve. Can I get up here? I don't think I've ever done this before. Oh yeah, easily. Let's just go this way. We'll do the plane crash stuff later. I can ditch this wolf and go drop all my fuel in that cave up there. Warm up there before we head into HRV 2. Wonder if I can make it through the cave in the middle of the day. Just with daylight. I probably can. Ooh, there's something in the back. A book. Book is nice. Actually warming up in here too. Oh, nope, it was just a weird reflection. There's all these cattails up here. I'm gonna go do it now. It looks like if it's windy, we have the opportunity to just sit in a car and sleep for an hour to warm up some. So I'm not really at much of a risk as long as I stay near cars for the next little bit. You can clean out this area before the cougar spawns in. As long as there... Sometimes there's like 4 wolves on the pond here. If there are, then I probably won't risk spending much time around here. Just go this way. Get a bird's eye view of the area. Wolf up there. Deer here. Okay, that's really good. I do not see any teas back there. I'm hoping this pond will have some rose hips over towards the front. I'm not going to go grab those sticks. I don't really need to alert that wolf to my presence. We're good on rocks. -5, starting to get a little bit cold. Wolf over that way somewhere. I don't see any rose hips or anything that way. Wolf is like just over there. Got a couple more cattails here. He's right next to that car. Well, aren't you a pain? We'll go all the way down and around. There's some teas down here anyway, I think. I can get him down here and then lose him on the way back up. Of course, if I don't lose him... I don't think there's any teas on that. No teas on that. It just the stump, or huh, maybe they're all missing. That didn't work. I don't think he knows I'm here because the music stopped. Wonder if I throw a rock now, if that
God, I'm starving.
gets him off me for good. Yeah. I think the way it works is I sort of lost him, but he was heading towards my last known location. Oh man, it's so nice out.
somehow. Getting a bit thirsty.
Alright, let me put this birch sapling down. And let's find the line here. Super warm back here. We can warm up with just an hour of sleep. Let's put all this fuel down. I've got 8 cedar, 7 reclaimed. Let's take, you know what? We're gonna get a bunch of coal in HRV too. Let's drop some of this too. I'm gonna be pretty bold here and drop that much. Well, at least I got a lot of cattails. Don't really have any other food, but keeping me alive. Alright, 1 hour should easily do it. $22 out of 34. Let's go. I'm gonna try to make this happen. I'm gonna drop this right over here where it's a little more obvious. Okay. Zero in... Yeah, this is crazy. We are just in fantastic shape. Wonder what's being circled over there. I think that's a human body, right? Yeah. There's like a 0.1% chance that this has a thermos on him, right? Might as well check. Need to be grabbing feathers too. Get a stone to replace that one I threw. Oh man, I'm so torn. Like, the weather's just so good here. I almost don't want to go into HRV and, like, have to deal with the bad weather. I kind of want to, like, loot out the pond and... But the sooner we get to HRV, the sooner we get the thermal underwear and the extra matches and extra coal. The cloth from the snow shelters is huge. Hoping to craft the ptarmigan insulation with that cloth. That'll be another +2 degrees. Get ready to go foraging. Wolf just killed a deer. I missed it. Oh well. This would have been a really good time to do it, but I completely missed it. I mean, this is also a really good time to get into HRV because we got like 3 hours before it starts to get really cold. Hopefully that gets me to Jacket Cave or something. don't even know where we're gonna go. Hopefully I can see in here. Yeah, I can see. So this is gonna save us a lot of torch time. Because I can just, walk through here. I don't have to light the torch, so... Doing crazy well with this run. If only I could pick up all the sticks and coal in here. Then we'd really be set. Actually, I guess I could go straight for the underwear, couldn't I? Got the bedroll. Or we could check out the one snow shelter spot first. It's -6. Yeah, I think I like the idea of checking out the snow shelter spawn on the way in. And then going across the lake. In fact, depending on the weather, we can check the other snow shelter spawn too, then go across the lake to the jacket cave. Yeah, this is a good way to do it. It'd be nice to get the underwear first, but... I wonder if I should be doing some running. Actually, we don't have to go down there at all. There's a moose up here now? I just saw moose markings on this tree. I've never heard of there being a moose spawn up here. Right there. Those crows are going to be for that deer carcass that's at this potential camp down here. There's the deer carcass. No camp. There is a maple, but we don't care about that. Okay. So just straight across we go, I guess. Double checking to make sure that camp isn't there. I really don't want to miss it. Hey Andy, almost 2 hours you say? Well, I already took a break, so technically I'm doing less consecutive time than I normally do. What's really crazy to me, though, is this is the second day where we've only had the fire in the morning. And then even without a flask, we've made it through the entire day without needing another fire. Okay, so now the wind is going to pick up as soon as I say that, so... Let's get a little bit of speed and get to this cave. Now, the one problem with this cave is living there without a torch or a fire lit is very dangerous, because the wolves like to hear you from around the corner, or even smell you, I think. Like, they constantly come in from over there. So I don't know, we'll have to see how that goes. I can't quite go check on the... There's another maple right there. We already have the maple down though, right? Or no, we don't. We don't have the maple down. I remember now. We were going to put the maple down, and then we couldn't find one. So I'm glad I did get this one after passing up on the other one.
Jeez, this is cold.
Astrid, you scared me there with your voice line while I was trying to listen for wolves. Oh my goodness. They're still not in great shape though. Oh, that's weird. There's usually a jacket in here. Okay, that's all the coal. It seems we were not detected. Get an hour of sleep and then see where things stand. I might go check that other... We actually have a couple of choices. We could go get the underwear, so we're not too far from that now, and come back. Or we could go check the other snow shelter spot and come back. Or we could get a blizzard and just be stuck here for a while. Still pretty windy. Yeah, the half health isn't even honestly all that bad, because we still haven't used any of the 4 stims in the world. Well, 3 since the Milton stim we might not be able to get. I think we'll use the campfire trick to get that stim though. It's kind of ridiculous to not have access to it. There's no point in going out in this wind. Let's just wait for it to actually stop. Wonder if we can crouching around everywhere just in case a wolf shows up. .8 versus 0.7, but this actually has more, and it's really just not worth it for the weight. Maybe after we get the sewing kit, we can repair it. Repairs for 50%, that'd put it up nearly to max. Would cost a cloth though. I'll leave it here for now. Aurora. Perfect. Well, at least we're nice and comfortable in here. Kind of tempted to go out. Let's just take a look. Gotta see what the weather's like too, or what the temperature's like before we decide. Yeah, with no wind, it's only -8. I think this is valuable time. Okay, we can get these cattails here eventually, but for right now I want to go up here. Oops, wrong spot. I think it's over here. No rose hips down there. Ah, the camp is here. All right. We better be quick here. Yeah, just take everything. Cooking pot, second hacksaw, a bunch of fuel. Now we're in trouble though because let me just see. 7 degrees. It seems like it's actually warmer here than it is in the cave, isn't it? Did I leave my bedroll behind? No, I have it with me. Maybe we stay here until morning. Light a fire here and tear down the snow shelter. Yeah, that's probably the right thing to do. Alright. Let's put the bedroll down outside so that we don't... use it for right now. Just go ahead and eat up. %97. Crazy. Maybe it didn't start decaying until we entered the region. Yeah, Austin, this camp can spawn in one of 4 places in HRV. There's the one I checked on the way in above the lake. There's this one. There's one just above the river, and then where's the last one? Oh, it's on like a hill on the other side of the river. And to confuse matters further, there's another little camp with a snow shelter by the signal fire, and that can be in one of 2 places. So there's always 2 snow shelters in HRV, which you can harvest for cloth, which is very useful for outer. All right, I think what I want to do is let's finish eating. Drink some water. I'm going to sleep through the night. And actually, I should probably take a break here at some point. I don't know why that surprised me so much. I feel like I never see this. Because yeah, you would only see this if you were sleeping basically in a snow shelter, looking at the sky on a clear night where you can see the stars, which just doesn't happen that much. But you can see like the sky start rotating really fast as you fall asleep. I'll do it again. Just watch like the whole... You can kind of see the sky rotating really slowly if you watch. But it speeds up just after you start to sleep, before the screen goes blank. Like that, it just shoots across. Yeah, this run is blessed. I mean, I'm not taking anything for granted. Like, it would be easy to get comfortable here, but the fact is, it's going to get colder, and then we're going to need to spend matches all the time, and our teas are going to go, and our coal's going to go. So I'm not taking anything for granted. Gonna get all we can out of this region, get back out of here. Just try to keep stacking more and more clothing warmth. It looks like we're going to be able to make it through the whole night here. Unless a blizzard starts, but you can't You can't really plan around that. We could really use some shirts. I really don't have that much clothing. It's just the 2 jackets I found that were really nice, but other than that, my clothing is kind of trash. We'd be in way better shape if we had like a wool toque and another pair of underwear and 1 or 2 nice shirts. Yeah, the plane crash in Pleasant Valley can be good. The problem is it can either be really, really good or really, really bad, or somewhere. Right, like if you get really lucky, you can find like 5 best in slot clothing items. Or you could find like 0 or 1. So it just really comes down to RNG. And then the other thing is Pleasant Valley is just really hard just to survive in on Outer because of the long blizzards, and it's just really cold there for a longer portion of the day. I'm trying to think if there's anything. I should probably not get all my sleep right now. Let's cut down on some weight by spending like 45 minutes crafting rose hips. Just get some chores done here. We might need our bedroll soon to stay warm. We can do one more 45, well, 30-minute batch. Yeah, we might as well do all of them. It's not like we're making rose hip pies anytime soon. Rose hips lose a lot of weight when you process them too. It's the one of the more efficient things to process to get it out of your inventory. How are we doing on bandages? We got 2. Okay. Was there anything else that I thought I wanted to do? Getting cold now. Let's put 2 hours in. Yeah, Keeper's Pass South is really nice for the cloth. Especially if you have a pry bar going into it. It's not just the cars. There's that big piece of cloth on the floor or on the ground next to the trailer, and that can give you that gives you 5 cloth when you tear that down. So you can get like 11 cloth there, I think, altogether. Might as well get fully rested before we start this fire. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna take a break now. So, we'll, as soon as I get back, we'll go ahead and, start a fire once the wind dies down, tear down the snow shelter, and get moving for the day. Alright, I'm back. Sorry guys, I got some bad news. I mean, not that bad, just unfortunate. Let's see, Andy, anyone remember when Hush River Valley... Oh, being virtually inaccessible because of the stick brush bug? I don't think I've ever heard of this. What was that? So the slightly bad news is I have to be done streaming in like 10 minutes. And I'm thinking, because I have to plan around saves, right? Like I can't just quit at any point. Let me just see where we are here. We might have to quit pretty soon here instead of we need to wait for this wind to end. So let's sleep for an hour. If we're lucky, the wind will be done. Let's use the bedroll too, in case we want to be... We might need to be really warm to get out and start this fire without getting cold. Okay, let's just see. Yeah, so the wind is over. Unfortunately, since I'm not going through any transitions, the only way to save the game is by sleeping. And after I start my fire, I don't really want to sleep. Right, so the plan is start the fire, tear down the snow shelter, and then go ahead and get moving with hot teas. Yeah, sorry guys. Because then we're just going to be traveling around a bunch, and I'm not going to want to quit. So, unfortunately, we're just going to have to end it now. And we'll come back next stream and do all that stuff. So, just so you guys know, the plan is probably make a fire, carry it back to Jacket Cave, because I want to cook the deer and possibly some rabbits there. Because it's still pretty early in the morning, so that'll be like something useful to do, and we can have a fire not too far from here. And we can also make a trip to the underwear and back while we're there. Then we just need to identify the location of the signal fire, and there's not really too much more to do in HRV after that. It's just a signal fire and like Prybar Cave, and then we're out of here. Alright, well, thanks everyone. Sorry about the abrupt end. If I am not able to stream tomorrow, I'll certainly be streaming on Monday or Tuesday, because I got some free time then. So, we'll get some more of this in. Alright, see you guys later.